What's up everyone? OddMan105, aka the Odd One here, and this video will be a full walkthrough of the Union Depository contract. Now, as you guys are aware, this week all auto shop contracts are paying triple cash and RP, and all auto shops are on sale for 40% off, to include upgrades and renovations. I'm going to say it again at the risk of sounding redundant, don't sleep on this money-making opportunity, guys. We're talking including the time required to complete the setup missions. The Union Depository contract is paying $900,000 in about 30 minutes. That's better than Cayo Perico could ever hope to be, so don't sleep on this. Now, guys, please remember that everyone's playstyle is different, and you guys have better methods of completing this particular contract than I do, so I'd love to hear about them. Sound off down in the comments below and let me know how you guys have completed this particular contract. And with that being said, guys, let's begin. Now, this goes without saying, but whenever you start any kind of a setup mission or finale for any heist, contract, whatever the case may be, you want to ensure that you have proper armor, ammo, and snacks, because this is Grand Theft Auto 5 after all. You're going to get shot at, okay? So just make sure you're ready for it. Now, for the first setup mission for the Union Depository, you're going to steal an elevator key card from a corrupt businessman who's held up at Lime Bank West. Now, that elevator key card will grant you access to the elevator that leads to the vault. Okay, once you arrive at Lime Bank West, get your weapon out. And this is a relatively simple firefight. It's not difficult, but I'll show you the easiest possible way to deal with this firefight here in just a second. So now, once you're inside the apartment, I always like to shoot the door open so that I can see what's in front of me. But the easiest way to deal with this is to basically launch grenades from a grenade launcher into the apartment, and you'll wipe out everybody. So I take out my heavy weapon and basically begin lobbing grenades, as you can see. This is the absolute easiest way to deal with any armed guards or armed security in this apartment, or any situation similar to this. You can also use any other throwable, like sticky bombs or Molotov cocktails, while running the risk to set the apartment on fire, but this is the easiest way to deal with the armed men. Now, the corrupt businessman is held up in this back room here. So, again, if you don't want to deal with him directly, just take out your trusty grenade launcher and bam, he's dead. And I always like to say this, but super simple, super easy. There he is laying on the floor, and you want to steal the key card off of his dead carcass. Next thing you have to do is head to the garage area and steal an armored vehicle that you're going to use to infiltrate the Union Depository. So basically, head to the elevator, and this will take you to the garage. Now, this firefight is a little more intense, so just be prepared for it. Remember, armor, ammo, and snacks. So here in the garage, you don't want to go in guns blazing with heavy weapons, because you'll ultimately end up destroying the vehicle that you were supposed to steal. So just murk these guys out. As you can see, I'm using my trusty AP pistol, making short work of them. And when everybody's dead, you're going to steal this Gallivanter Baller armored. And GTFO, get the freak out. Now, once you steal the vehicle and you're outside of the apartment, you want to take the vehicle to one of 3 locations as identified by Sasanta on the map. You want to lose the enemy NPCs, and she'll identify 3 areas for you on the map where you can store the Gallivanter Baller that you're going to use during the finale. Now, once you delivered the armor vehicle, just get out of the area, leave the area, and that's it. This setup mission is a wrap. Okay, now this second setup mission for the Union Depository is probably the most painful of all setup missions of any contract or heist ever. And that's not because of any kind of a large and unnecessary firefight, but just because the mission itself is kind of bugged, and I'll discuss that here shortly in the video. But what you're going to do is blackmail the bank manager into giving you the vault code so that you can get into the vault at the Union Depository. To do this, you're going to fly to LSIA and steal a police helicopter. Now, once you get to LSIA, you want to murk out these cops and simply steal the helicopter. Really easy. Now, I found it easiest to lose the wanted stars by flying out over open water. Helicopters won't spawn out there, so as you can see, we've got 3 wanted stars. And just hang out over the ocean for a little bit, not too far from LSIA, and you should lose the cops without too much difficulty. Now, you may also be able to call Lester, but I had no luck with that. So for me, I simply flew out over the open water and stayed there for a bit until the wanted stars were gone. Now, after losing the wanted stars, you want to head over to the Union Depository parking lot because you're searching for the bank manager's car. And you're going to use the scanner on the helicopter to scan the vehicle license plates. Now, the easiest way to do this is simply to lock on to the blue fister right here. This is always going to be the bank manager's car, the blue sports car right here. So this is the only vehicle you need to scan. Okay, once the vehicle's been identified, you're going to follow the vehicle, but remain undetected. Very important here. If you stay too close, then obviously he'll see you, so just stay back as much as possible. And essentially, you're going to follow the vehicle until the bank manager arrives at the hotel where his mistress is staying. Now, this is the part of the setup mission that I found to be buggy or glitchy, and that's because when you arrive at the hotel, you have to search the hotel for the bank manager and his mistress. When you can clearly see them here on the balcony, for some reason, the mission won't trigger and identify those two as the targets to be photographed. So it took me the better part of 5 minutes of flying this stupid helicopter and looking at balconies to get the mission to trigger and identify those two people sitting on the balcony right there. So this is bugged, just be patient with it. Now, when this portion of the mission finally triggers, you want to take a picture of the bank manager and his mistress in a compromising position. Just be patient with it. Now remember, you still have to pilot the helicopter while trying to take this photo. So this is probably the single most problematic portion of this prep mission. Once you get the photo, then you'll send it to Santa automatically, and then she'll contact you back. At this point, you can fly away and leave the area. Now, for the contract finale, you want to use the Hustler loadout with the bullpup rifle and the machine pistol. Trust me, you're going to need them. This is a heavy firefight. Keep that in mind. So you want to ensure that you have full armor, full ammo, and full snacks for this. Also, for this contract finale, you cannot use a personal vehicle like an armored Kuruma. You must use a tuner's vehicle to complete this. I recommend that if you don't have a fully modified tuner's vehicle, that you use Santa's vehicle that's given to you with the auto shop. Now, when you're ready, you want to stash your getaway vehicle in the same location where you stored the armored car. So you're going to enter the armored car and head over to the Union Depository from there. Now, once you get to the Union Depository, make sure that you keep your weapons in check. If the guards see your weapons out, that's going to trigger the firefight, and this thing's going to be a wash. Everything up to this point is clear cut. Simply walk up to this guy. You'll automatically show him your identification, and that will grant you access to the elevator. So from there, you simply step inside the elevator, and you're going to use your ID card to swipe in the card reader here to go down to the vault. So it's very simple. And the rest of this is a cutscene. Okay, now once you're in the vault, you're looking for 2 stacks of gold. Now, as soon as you pick up your first stack of gold, that's going to set off the alarm and things are going to get real. So just be prepared for that. So now as you can see, the alarm's going off. Ignore the alarm. You're going to have a firefight anyway. Just pick up the second stack of gold as much as you can carry. And head back out the same way you came in, but get your weapons ready. This is going to be a real fight. Okay, now once you're back up at the garage level, things are going to get real. This is a knockdown, drag-out firefight right here. These guys are going to keep coming at you like it's nobody's business, so you want to make sure you murk each and every one of them out so that they're not in your way. Remember, if there's ever a guard in your way, take him out. Make sure that your armor, ammo, and snacks are at the ready. You're going to need them. Next thing you need to do is escape the Union Depository parking, murk out any guards that are in your way, like those two snipers that were up there. Watch out for the NPCs because they will run you over. And basically you're headed toward the same location, like I got hit right there. You're headed toward your getaway vehicle. Again, the firefight continues, so you want to take these guys out. Keep an eye on your health and your armor. Very important. Okay, now once you've taken out enough of the police and noose, you want to get in your getaway vehicle and GTFO. Get the freak out of there. Now, once you're in your getaway vehicle, put the hammer down, don't stop for anything. Now, here I tried to use the Big Dig Tunnel to escape the wanted stars, but it didn't work. And that's because you have to drive a certain distance from the Union Depository to trigger that part of the mission where your wanted stars begin to blink. That didn't happen for me here in the Big Dig Tunnel. So this won't work for you. So after I escaped the subway tunnel, I basically stayed on the main road and, like I always say, put the hammer down and don't stop for anything here. You want to make your way to the drop-off point to get the gold to the client. And just remember that the police are going to come at you like it's no one's business, but don't waste your time shooting them. Don't waste time with that. You want to keep moving forward. So now in this particular situation, I found it easiest to just drive up the side of a mountain. Nailed it. And this was the easiest way for me to lose wanted stars because remember, the choppers are going to keep flying at you as well. So this way, you avoid the patrol cars and you can see the choppers coming right at you. And basically you want to drive up the side of a mountain and stay there until your wanted stars are gone. And that's pretty much it. Now that your wanted stars are gone, here I took the time to add more snacks and armor to my character. But you want to head down, and it just so happened that I was close to the client, so all I did was drive off the side of this mountain. And my client was right down there, so... And of course, I took the easy way down. Check this out. So sorry about your car, Santa. Hope you got insurance. And hit the Corona ring, and the Union Depository is a wrap. 900K, baby, let's go. And we just picked up 810,000 for about 30 minutes worth of work. Let's go. And that's because the two useless idiots get their cut. So this is still good money, people. Don't sleep on this. Okay, guys, and that's pretty much it. better than Cayo Perico. Don't sleep on this money grind opportunity, guys. And with that being said, this video is a wrap. I've been OddMan105, aka The Odd One. And if you guys found this video informative or entertaining, then you know what to do. Smash that subscriber button, hit that bell icon, leave a like or two, and don't forget to check me out on Twitter at OddMan105. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Please stay safe, and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there.